Hey, it's Beverly with the Intuitive Interior, and time again for the next installment of Feng Shui around the Bagua map. And today is day 5. 5 being the very center of it, the health sector. So let me show you again on the handy dandy Bagua map. We are talking about this spot right here, the yellow one. Health, think about it this way. In fact, let's just go ahead and bring this back. Think about this as a wheel. All of these other things all around here, those are the spokes. But health is the hub. It's very, very apparent that when your health is suffering, everything else stops. When there's a health challenge, nothing else can go properly. If a spoke breaks, you can kind of hobble along. So think about a car, okay? If you get a flat tire, you change the tire and you move on. But if the axle breaks or the hub itself has an issue, it doesn't matter how good the tire is. You have to make that strong health piece. Now, a lot of people think about health as just your physical health. There's much more involved to it. There's your physical health, of course, your physical body. There's your mental health. We hear a lot about how broken many systems are about working with mental health because it's not tangible. It's that ding ding intangible that Feng Shui talks a lot about. There's also your spiritual health, which is how are you staying connected with your essence, with what is the, when you talk to yourself, who are you actually talking to or with? And then there's the, societal health. How are you relating to the people around you? All of those things. And I don't know, maybe I've missed one. Text me or, comment below and let me know if I've missed anything. The thing about health sector is it corresponds with the number 5. And then it also corresponds with the color yellow. Because this is such a big, powerful piece of the Bagua map, it's in the center, and it really pays to to major dividends to look at what's going on in the center of your home. Is it, for a lot of places, it's just empty. It's the center. In my house, though, it's the way that our house is put together. It's an open concept, and we have a nice sofa. I have, right now, I have a water element in there to help with the energies of this year. But because it resonates with the earth energy, with the earth element, you want to be cautious about what else you're putting in there. So fire elements do really well to build more earth. And that's great unless you're already feeling kind of congested and stagnant and kind of like I can't really get out and move. If your activity level is real low, then you don't want to add fire because that just creates more earth. So you actually want to drain the earth. You know what drains earth? Metal. Come back to this little handy dandy cheat sheet. So again, we've got there's earth. So fire creates earth. Earth creates metal, metal creates water, water creates wood, and that's the creation cycle. The destructive cycle, again, if you want to destruct things, if you want to really take things out, then you follow along these lines. But if you just want to drain it, you go to the one next to it. So if you feel like you've got too much metal going on in your world, then you add water. Water drains metal. If you want to add, be a little more gentle about decreasing the amount of earth you have in there, put some metal in there because metal drains earth, and so forth. Now, just to kind of remind people, because earth is a really important piece in the Feng Shui chart. Coming back to this again, here we are. We already did the number 2. We already did that one, and that's an earth sector, and then coming up on day 8 is another earth sector. So you've got 3 earth sectors in a row. So think about that. Why would that be the case? Because Earth is the planet we live on. That's what keeps us grounded. That's what keeps us connected to, well, our food source, things like that. Here's again, I'm going to get these, waiting on getting these all put together. I got to do some, that's okay. So again, the adjectives for the earth element, again, are peacemaker, supportive, caretaker, nurturing, practical, indecisive, patient, worrier, enduring, avoids conflict, stable, grounded, reliable, harmonious, and secure. Decorating concepts are low to the ground, furniture that's real, like overstuffed kind of things. So, for a while, the decorating trend was everything was overstuffed, oversized, bean bags, or like the quintessential earth element type chair, because it's kind of formless. You just flump in and you really have a hard time getting out. I look at Tempur-Pedic beds being the same way. So if people are really needing that comforting earth energy that constantly feels like you're being hugged, then you might be drawn towards those. It's not my personal preference, but that's, again, it's a personal preference. So the other thing about the health sector is sometimes you need to have images that remind you of feeling healthy. Is that something that's going to make you be active? Is that where you're going to keep maybe the workout routines? Like for me right now, I just finished a 10-minute yoga class. I've been really enjoying a couple of online yoga classes there on YouTube. And so I kind of bounce back and forth, and I'll put those links down below so that you guys can also enjoy them, because one actually has 10-minute long little sessions. Oh, sometimes that's all I can fit in, but it makes the best thing in the world. Maybe what you also need to put, though, in your health sector is the contacts for your healthcare providers, for your therapist, for your energy healer type people like me. But what else it also is? It's healthy relationships. It's health within yourself. It's healthy mindset. Because when your mindset is accurate, is on point, everything else works. Now, because many people, again, they look at this and they immediately think physical fitness, physical health. If you're having some challenges right now with some of the physical ailments, one of my go-to oils is frankincense. This was the very first, this and lavender were the very first two oils that kind of got me started on this whole journey. And I have my brother to thank for that. Thanks, Murph. And it's because I was going through a challenge with breast cancer. And frankincense and lavender both have anti-tumor related properties. But there's also some emotional connections with frankincense. So if you are having physical challenges right now, my recommendation is to get some frankincense somewhere and just smell that. Maybe put it on your body so that you can kind of absorb that. And then here's the actual emotional connections to this according to this book, if you can see that. And there's others, but this is what I want you to do while you are, again, tapping on the back of your head, again, where your Atlas and C1 connect. And I just want you to say, take a deep breath in, and then say, I take back my movement. I am valuable. I stand in my power. And then you can relax and breathe again. The other piece is that when you have, the other challenge that a lot of people have, though, is in feeling worthy, feeling like you actually make a difference here in this planet, that you are, if you're having some more mental, like anxiety, depression, just agitation, constant frustration, those are more of self-control issues, which then of course impacts health. And my go-to suggestion for that one is Valor. I love this one. It actually comes from Young Living in a roll-on. Now again, I know there can be some other companies out there that have something similar, so if you can't get a hold of Valor and you need to go someplace else online, fine, just look for that. But that's one of my go-tos. This one, I want you to go ahead and do the same thing. So take a deep breath in and then tap. And the sayings for this are, I love, I am at peace, I am open, I come from strength, I am aware, I express wisdom, I am responsible, and I am free. And then, of course, smell them while you're doing that. But even if you don't have those oils and you just do the tapping and do the sayings, you will be amazed at how you can feel your spirit opening up. So today, I highly recommend that you look at yourself and what you're doing with your physical body, with what the foods you're eating, with the activity level, with how you treat others, with how you talk to yourself. And ask, am I coming from this from a place of health? Am I coming from this from a place of grounding into the knowledge that you're the only one who's responsible for what's happening to your body? You're the one who's responsible for the clothes you wear, where you buy them, the concepts that you allow to roll around in your brain. Do you like it? And if you don't, I give you permission to change it up. It's remarkable what happens when you do give yourself that kind of permission. So, speaking of health, I am now off to do some volunteer work and do some distribution at the local food bank, because food is a right that everybody should have, and I'm hoping to at least do my little 2 cents in there. Volunteering, great way to shift your attitude and increase not only your mental health, but the mental health and safety of so many other people. So, have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy.